Hello everyone and welcome back to TritonTv. If you're new here, welcome aboard. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000. So today's going to be a lot of fun. I ordered new motors with, it comes with a new truck in the rear, as well as a new battery and a new front truck for my Meepo V4. And the thought process kind of goes as follows. So last year I hit a rock on the battery cover and I rode this thing about 1,800 miles. And the thing was, is as class progressed towards the end of the semester, this spring actually, the crack got worse and worse, and I'll show you what it looks like. Got the board right here. So let's see if you can see, yeah, from the side. You see how it's cracked here, and the board, it turns on and it connects to the controller, but the lights here are kind of messed up because I got moisture in there. You can see there's only a few of them. They don't light up all the way. And I rode it in the rain a few times. I didn't mean to, but I just got rained on really crazy. You hear how like loud that is? So the goal of this video is to rebuild the board and hopefully get it running smoother again so I can run it again. And I feel like this is kind of a safety issue because the board will let me charge it and discharge at the same time. And I know that's really bad for batteries. So something in there, like a capacitor must have blown or something. I don't know, I'm not an electrical engineer, but something in there that stops it from discharging while it's charging got messed up when the moisture got in there. You know, the lights don't work as much. So let's go ahead and rebuild this board. I just figured this would be a cool video, and maybe some of it will just be time-lapse of me cleaning it and doing all this stuff, but then I'll try to go take it out. I got a couple hours of sunlight left. I just filmed my GameCube video as well, so yeah, let's go check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and open this box here for you guys. I just got a roommate, so excuse any clutter. Alrighty, so this is the 105 millimeter donut wheel hub motor kit. This is, you can upgrade different versions of Meepos to the big wheels, but this is what mine came with. And yeah, the bushings are, I think the bushings are kind of cheap. I might go to a skate shop tomorrow and see if I can find better bushings. These ones kind of squeak over time, and I know that's what's making this board really loud. So let's go ahead and open this box here. I'll just speed through this in the video. Enjoy the music. Alright, so this is what the box looks like on the inside. Looks like you got your front wheels here. Man, those are in there. Oh, these are slightly different. These are slightly different. We'll see. As long as the mounting is what the... We'll see. Hopefully this is the same. So let's go and pull this stuff out. Whoa. Dang it. Well, that's not very good. The bearings popped out. It's not very good quality. The bearing popped out. Alrighty, so this will be the rear truck. Oh. Wow, these are heavy. Alrighty, so this is the rear motors. Oh, they feel so smooth compared to the other ones. So one of the first things that I'm going to do is just double check that everything's tight. Yeah, make sure everything's tight on this side, make sure everything's tight on this side, and then I'm going to go ahead and pull everything off the other board, or off the board, and clean it up. Alrighty, let's clean this board up. Alright, so the board's pretty clean. I'm going to undo the battery, swap that out, and then I need to undo the ESC to get to the wheels, or the rear motors, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's maybe set it on there. Looks like the battery's falling off. Oop, I hope that doesn't tug on any wires. Okay, so we have the battery undone. I'm gonna be very careful and push the battery up against the board and flip it over. Because I think there's some wires on here, because it has to connect to that somehow. So let's see what we got. Yeah, there's a connector in here. And let's see if we can undo this. So it's wrapped with this rubber stuff. Okay, and I don't want to pull too hard because I don't want to mess up these. My hands are gonna get really dirty. It's okay. See if you can see that on the camera. Can you see that? I'll tilt this up. You see the battery or the wire there? So there's this mesh thing. I'm gonna undo that. I think I'm gonna redo the angle there. Hard. I want to get everything as disconnected as fast as possible. There we go. Alright, so I got the battery disconnected. There's this yellowish, orangish thing, and then another one. And then it was wrapped in this like plastic stuff. So we're going to clean up the board. So it looks like, I don't know if you can see this connector. Yeah, so I'm gonna undo this connector here. Okay, so here's what the little connector looks like. And then I got a new one with the new battery. Let's go ahead and connect the battery side. Well, I guess it's connected. Okay, so this is gonna be the tricky part, is getting this plugged in without ripping anything. Let's do the orange connector first. Oop. I definitely saw some power. Okay, we got that guy connected. Oh, it is upside down. It's kind of twisted. All right, I believe we're fully connected. I think this is to wrap these connectors, so that's what I'm gonna use it for. Yeah, this is definitely what this is for. So we're gonna rewrap our connections. Nice and snug. That way if any like water gets in here, we got one last line of defense. Let's go ahead and wrap this up so that our connection stays safe. Okay, I'll show you what we got here. So I wrapped where the connectors are with the rubber stuff, and I think that's just one last line of defense and to keep them plugged in and whatnot. So yeah, let's go ahead and mount the new battery by flipping this upside down. Okay, we're gonna tilt the board to the side a little bit, just a tiny, tiny bit. Whoever installs these has a lot of patience. Okay, we're lined up. Whew, this is tricky. I think once we get two of them in, we're pretty good. Okay. One bolt in, I gotta do a bunch more. Alrighty, so I got the new battery on. Let's see if we got power. Ooh. Lights are functioning properly. Full battery. And if I give it one power, oh, that's so nice. It actually turns off like it's supposed to. All right, time to do the front trucks. Check out the old pivot cup or bushing, whatever you want to call it, inside where the kingpin goes. It looks like graphite. I'm pretty sure this is why it's so squeaky. Alrighty, got the new front truck on. If you can see it, probably pretty hard, but either way, right now I'm just tightening up the bolts that hold the truck to the board. It's a lot easier without the truck on there. There's an Allen wrench on this side and the T-tool with the hex. I don't know what size it is, but either way. Alright, let's put the little pivot cup in there. Alrighty, Schrader to the front. Ride that board. The bushing hasn't been squished down yet, so it's like really tall. There we go. Make sure everything's seating properly. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. The first compression on a bushing, that is very satisfying. Oh, it's quiet. Listen to this. Here's the old truck. That pivot cup is worn out, and that's why it does this. Listen. It was so annoying. Okay. I'm gonna get the new wheels on this, and I'll touch base with you guys in a sec. Let's see if you can see this. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see the little ring in there. So you have to get it lined up and then put tension on both bearings to keep it centered. So I have an Allen wrench, and what I do is I get it centered and put it vertical and then squish it tight and then confirm that it's not tilting when I put it in. And so there's a washer on the inner truck side, and then that contacts the bearing, and then that way the bearing's not rubbing on anything. And then the same thing on the outside, you have a washer, and then that contacts the bearing race, I guess. I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but that's what I would call it. And I put the nice side of the washer towards the inside, so it's making smooth contact. And then what I do is I go until the wheel doesn't wobble. So you see how there's wobble? I go until the wheel doesn't wobble. You can feel it, right there's contact. It's got a little bit of wobble. I go snug, and then I go a little bit more snug, because we're going high speeds and I'd rather it be just tight, a little too tight, than some type of loosening going on. I mean, you can feel it. There's kind of like a max pressure you can get on it. Okay. We're good there. We're good there. Oh, that's so nice and smooth. It's quiet. Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna have to compress this even more. I'll get out and feel it. That looks about right there. All right, quiet. Yes, time for the motors. All right, time to pull off this rear motor trucker. I went ahead and wiped down the ESC because I'm gonna have to pull that, because the wires from this will need to get rerouted from the new one. So let's go ahead and loosen the kingpin. And it looks like, oh, you know what? Just looking at the other motor, I'm gonna have to do the ESC first. I'll show you why. All right, so we're on the last bolt on the ESC. We're going to undo it. Okay. And now I'm going to be very careful when I flip the board over, just in case the cables are short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a hand on the ESC. Yep. accidentally pushed the battery. We don't want that. And then we're going to flip it so that the ESC doesn't do anything crazy. Okay. So we now have the ESC undone. And I'm going to try to flip it. Oop. I can already feel resistance. Okay, there's a lot going on under here. And there we go. Okay, so I'm doing this for myself. So we got, when looking, if that's the front of the board, the right one gets plugged in up front. I'm gonna bring the camera over and show this. That way I can review it too. Here, I'm just gonna pull it off this thing. Let's see. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip this down. And zoom in. Okay. So let's pull this off here actually. Oh, I think battery's running low. No? Okay, we're gonna pull the camera off the little tripod. And I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath very carefully. Alright, so the one on the right looks like it's going to the front one. And then the one on the left looks like it's going to the rear one. So I'll be able to review the footage. So I'm going to take this rubber thing off that connector there. That should be the main power, I believe. Then we won't have power and I won't be as worried. So yeah, we're gonna do that, pull this off, clean it up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once everything's undone. Alrighty, so now I disconnected the main power, but there's still, each one has two connectors, and it makes sense of it. One's power and one's the actual controls. So this is the right side here, and that one connects to the front two connectors. This one here and that one there. Oh, another little grommet falling. And then the left one connects to these two. So we got the right one, and then we got the left one. This will help me when I review this. Alrighty, it kind of sucks that there's dirt and grit under here. I don't like that. Let's clean things up. Alrighty, so the motors are disconnected. The only thing that's connected is the control for the battery, I guess. So I just wanted to make a mental note. The right one is this guy and the front connector. The left one is the back connector and that guy there. Alrighty, let's pull that one out. Alrighty. So now we have the ESC off, which is this guy here. It's dirty under there, which I don't like. But we're gonna never ride this thing in the rain again, so hopefully it lasts for a while. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and wipe the board underneath. Get this all clean, that way when we reseat the new one, there's no grit or any garbage in the way. And this is why I undid this before I did the trucks, because now I can actually pull the trucks off without worrying about ripping anything. So just be careful if you take the ESC off, you don't have much cable room, you're really limited by the one that goes to the battery. Yeah, dang, this thing's disgusting. Alrighty, where's my black towel? Here we go. Ugh, I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. Alrighty, time to take off the motor truck. We got all the wires out, so let's go ahead and start by loosening this. Damn, this thing's heavy. Oh, that's the bad one. Can you hear that? Okay, we're going to set this in the kitchen on the tile. Alright, so we're not replacing the truck, so we're not going to pull the truck off. But I do want a new bushing, so I'm going to go to the skate shop tomorrow. Yeah, this guy's pretty beat up. We'll just reuse it and we'll do something. Alrighty, let's put the new what you call it back on. Alright, this is going to be the moment of truth. We're going to turn it on. We're going to connect the controller. We got connection. Let's make sure the wheels go the same direction. Let's see if they're going that way. Should propel you forward. So much quieter. Alrighty, let's put it back together and go for a test ride. It's dark out, but I'll do a short test ride tonight. And there we have it. New motors in the back, new battery up front, new front trucks, new wheels. The only thing that isn't new is the bushings on the back and the ESC. The reason why I bought replacement parts as opposed to just a V5, I saw some issues with these falling off, so I'm going to be careful for the first couple days and just triple check everything once I ride a little bit, but I'm going to take it outside. Alright, just charged the board for the first full time. It is the day after I assembled everything. I rode it about 10 miles last night. That's how much charge it had on it. I don't think it was fully charged. It felt great. I just need to get a new bushing for the rear truck, the same one as this here. I'm probably going to get a new bushing for this one as well. That's why it's so noisy. These bushings are garbage. You can tell they're just like mass produced, but they're not. I don't think the plastic is very good, or polyurethane or whatever it is. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a ride. I'm not gonna take anything with me, but talk to you guys when I get back. Okay, I don't know if you can read that. There we go. So I just did 12.3 miles. I hope I got the right batteries, because this thing is, I only got 10 miles on the first one, but that was the first real charge, so we'll see. I don't remember what the other one was.